yes, I got a contract on my house, and I got it very quickly, and it was actually for the full price. There was a contingency, though, on the appraisal. In that, I had also gotten another contract behind it, and that one was for a little bit less, but there was no appraisal contingency, and they were going to be putting down at least more than 20% for financing. Had I been with a realtor at that time, I would have realized that the contract that would have been best suited for me was the one that I did not choose. Therefore, it did not appraise, and the deal fell through. This problem caused my house to sit for almost a month where I couldn't even show it to anybody else. That was a big determining factor for me in choosing Coldwell Banker to come in and list my property. So my experience working with Coldwell Banker was awesome. I was able to sell my house within 2 weeks. I had listened to, prior to that, I had listened to a lot of people telling me how hot the market was, and, you know, you can do everything yourself, and I didn't think it was going to be any big deal. So I had hooked up with a company that kind of put me on the MLS, but it was all up to me as far as trying to sell the house. And I really didn't have the experience, and I didn't have the know-how. And I was dealing with other realtors bringing in their clients, and I was not able to really negotiate the correct way for myself. So I had gone through that for about a month, and then after that month I determined that, you know what, this was not the right way for me to go. And that's when I called you at Coldwell Banker, and I said, Gary, can you come and help me out? In which time you did. We closed exactly on time, and that was due to some of the negotiations that my realtor did with the other party to make sure that the financing was going to be done actually ahead of schedule, so that there would be no delays in any closing costs. There was absolutely no hiccups in my closing. You know, the one thing that I felt very, very comfortable about was having the real estate agents be in charge of making sure that anybody coming into my house had a mask on, also sanitized their hands. So I didn't feel like I had to go behind anybody and wipe everything down, and I just felt a lot more protected, you know. I love the approach that we took as far as having the open houses. Doing it myself, I did not like. As a matter of fact, doing it myself, I didn't even get anybody to my open house, and this is the height of the market. So having the representation and the way they went out and they used social media and everything else that they did, the open houses produced a lot of traffic, and therefore that's why within 2 weeks I had a nice contract on my home.